Come close, let me ask you a question. What if I told you the reason you're stuck in life isn't because you're lazy, but because you're a slave? You're a slave to comfort, you're a slave to bad habits, you're a slave to shortcuts. Yes, most of us are slaves to something in life, but we just don't know it. And that thing that is slaving us is what's stopping us from growing either in life or in business. Hey guys, welcome back to another amazing episode of the I'm Not Lucky, I'm Blessed podcast, the school for small business owners who wants to grow on purpose and not by accident. If this is your first time listening to the podcast, I officially want to welcome you to the family. My name is Lucky Olale. I'm a personal trainer. I am someone who values learning over knowing, and I create this podcast so I could share things that I learn every day from my business, life, mistakes that I've made, and all that with you guys. So someone else who is starting his journey either in the fitness world or in any form of business won't have to make the same mistakes I've made. So welcome, relax, and enjoy. On today's episode, we're not talking motivation. We're talking slavery. Because the truth is, you are already a slave to something. Not just you, including myself. Maybe it's our snooze button. Maybe it's sugar craving. Or maybe it's our comfort zone. But here's the real question. Are you serving something that is building you or burying you? Let me tell you guys a story about Marcus. A regular guy with a big dream to start his own business, leave his 9 to 5, take care of his family, build wealth, and leave a legacy. He wanted freedom. But deep down, Marcus also wanted comfort. He said he was hungry for success, but every morning, he snoozes alarm maybe 2 or 3 times. And every night before he goes to bed, he spends hours on his phone just either scrolling through TikTok or Instagram until 12 a.m. or 1 o'clock. He complains about his job, but he never updates his resume. He said he wanted to change, but his habits wanted comfort. One night, tired and frustrated, Marcus looked at his bank account and saw $32. And in that moment, something snapped. He realized that I am not lazy, I am loyal. And loyal to the wrong lifestyle. So he did something radical. He gave himself a few rules. To wake up at 5 a.m. every day, to read 10 pages of something helpful, no more social media after 9 p.m., and apply to one client a day. No excuses. At first, it was brutal. He hated waking up early. He missed his old comforts. But after 10 to 15 days, something changed. He didn't just do the habits. He started to become the habit that he was doing. But also that came with a price. He lost a few of his friends who thought he was doing the most. He missed out on going to clubs with them. He said no to comfort, but he kept showing up. A few years later, Marcus is now running his own business. He wakes up before the sun, signs 5 clients every month. He has lost 20 pounds. He has more energy, more peace, and more purpose. He didn't become successful because he found the magic strategy. He became successful because he became a slave to good habits. And that is what we're going to talk about today. Let's keep it real. Most people are not stuck because they don't have talent. They're stuck because they're loyal. They're loyal to destruction. They're loyal to hitting the snooze button. They are loyal to complaining instead of changing. They are loyal to Netflix marathons and DoorDash binges. They're loyal to, I'll start next week. But here's the hard truth. Your life today is a proof of your habits yesterday. If your money is funny, your health is off, and your business is stuck, check your habit, bro. Because the habit you did yesterday is the result you are actually sowing today. For example, you say you want to build wealth, but you spend every dime on Amazon deals and Uber Eats. You say you want to grow your business, but you haven't even followed up with 3 leads in the past few weeks. You say you want more energy, but you wake up at 10 and you eat junk food all day. It's not your ability that is keeping you broke. It's your allegiance to the wrong patterns that is keeping you broke. It's your loyalty to doing the wrong things every single day that is keeping you broke. Now, I understand it's difficult to start a good habit or to stick with a good habit. So we're going to talk about why it's difficult and how you can break free from these bad habits. So one of the reasons why bad habits feel good is instant gratification. Doing something bad gives you the dopamine rush right now. That cookie feels really good. That scroll when you're on Instagram feels really relaxing. The nap feels like you earned it, even if it wasn't. But bad habits are like credit card. You swipe now and you pay later. And the interest is your time, your peace, your health, and your respect. But every time you obey a bad habit, you're borrowing from your future. Full stop. So I struggled with this one in particular a lot, the instant gratification. I remember I would close from work and come home and say I am tired. And that would be a reason for me not to do anything good or productive. But I will be on my phone for hours. I'm not tired to do something bad, but I am tired to do a good habit. And this habit that I'm doing is not even helping me. It's destroying me. I'll be on my phone for hours when I could have just opened my book to read a few pages or do a few exercises that I need to do. It got to the point where I just got fed up with this. Like, what the wrong with my life? Like, why am I doing stuff that I know I shouldn't do? And not doing the stuff that I should be doing and complaining that I am tired, but I am still using my brain and my mind to just spend hours on social media. So something had to change. And I did change. And also the person I was talking about, Marcus, it's not Marcus, it is myself. Whatever I'm sharing with you is my personal story. And those rules that I told you are the rules that I also apply to my life right now. So now let's flip the script. If you're going to be a slave, I want you to be a slave to habits that will build you. And how do we rewire our mind to become slaves to good habits? Step number 1, I want you to be honest with yourself. Track your habits for 3 days. What do you really do when you are tired? Are your habits coping or creating? Step number 2, replace, don't just remove. Don't just stop with scrolling, start reading. Don't just quit sugar, start hydrating. And don't just stop spending, start saving. Step number 3, make it automatic. Automation beats motivation. So I want you to set reminders, use your alarm, batch your tasks, just get reminders for everything you need to do for the next few days. That would help you a lot. Then step number 4, choose discipline over motivation, because motivation is a feeling and discipline is a decision. You won't always feel like it, but you must always show up anyway, because your habits should serve you for your future, not during your fatigue. If you practice those steps that I just shared with you, here's what's going to happen in your business. When you follow up, you show up, you will stop chasing and you will start attracting. And in your finances, when you save, you invest, you stop surviving, and you start stewarding in life. You move with clarity. You respect your time. You would love yourself through structure, not just self-care. Success doesn't come from sudden moments. It comes from stacked moments repeated over and over again. It won't always be fun, but it will always be worth it. So here's what we're going to start doing on the I'm Not Lucky, I'm Blessed podcast every episode. We're going to finish every podcast with a scripture. And today's podcast, I am going to leave you with this scripture. Romans 6:16 NLT. Don't you realize that you become a slave of whatever you choose to obey? You can be a slave to sin, which will lead to death, or you can be a slave to God, which will lead to righteousness. Choose one. The reason I love this scripture is it's not just spiritual, it is also practical. You are already obeying something. The question is, what is it? So if you're going to be chained, I want you to be chained to what makes you unbreakable and unstoppable. You don't just need a miracle, you need a pattern in your life. So here's my challenge for you this week, guys. Pick one bad habit that you want to starve, and then pick one good habit that you want to serve. And for the next 7 days, be ruthlessly loyal to that decision. That's how transformation starts. Not with willpower, but with worship. Worship of the right patterns. I know you thought I was going to say worship God, but no, worshiping the right patterns, worshiping the right habits, serving the right habits, being loyal to the right habits. But you're still serving God. You get right? But you cannot serve God and be spending foolishly and think God will make a miracle for you. No, it doesn't work like that. So while you're serving God, you also want to serve these patterns, okay? Be loyal to them. Be a slave to good habits. And I promise you, your life will change overnight. Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to today's episode. Don't forget, you are not lucky, you are blessed. But your blessings requires structure. So build it, keep it, and guard it. And also, please share this episode with someone else out there that you know that is a slave to some form of bad habits that they don't even know. So this will help them become better. And they would in return thank you for it. And don't forget, guys, to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.